Welcome to Columbia, South Carolina. We are at Segra Park, the home of the Columbia Fireflies, and we can't wait to see you here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Segra Park, home of the Columbia Fireflies, the single A affiliate for the Kansas City Royals. Ballpark was built in 2016. It is a $37 million state-of-the-art facility that is not only for baseball, but it's also for special events and concerts and all kinds of fun things going on. Since we've opened up, we have welcomed over 2 million guests into Segra Park for either Fireflies games or other special events, and that could range anything from bar mitzvahs to rehearsal dinners and even a million holiday lights being in here over the Christmas season. So Columbia Fireflies, we had our first season in our inaugural game here at Segra Park in April of 2016. We were affiliated at that point with the New York Mets. So we were a Mets affiliate all the way up until through the 2019 season. And then beginning in 2021, we switched affiliations to the Kansas City Royals, and we've been with them ever since. There have been multiple big league guys who have come through here that have either played for the Fireflies or played for opposing teams. Probably our most famous player that played for the Fireflies is, we have the claim to fame that we were the first minor league stop for Tim Tebow when he made his minor league tour and tried to make it up to the big leagues. Got very close, I think made it all the way up to AAA, but didn't quite get there. Really cool moment that season because his first at bat of the game, I was standing literally right by the dugout there, and he hit a home run to left field, first at bat of the game. And I think he did that at every stop along the way through his way through the minors. So some really cool things there. That same season, we also hosted a game. There was a total solar eclipse that year in 2017, August 21st. So our biggest crowd ever, and it happened on a Monday afternoon. We played the game at 1:05. The eclipse was supposed to happen about midway through the game. We got it approved with the league and with everybody, so we actually stopped the game in the middle, and we're going to view the solar eclipse, which was a huge draw into Columbia and the surrounding areas. The one thing that we didn't plan on was our manager was not happy with a balls and strike call happening before we were supposed to stop the game, and so he proceeded to go out and argue with the umpire for roughly 5 to 7 minutes. And we're looking at our clock saying we can't slow down a solar eclipse, so what are we going to do? Thankfully, he ended his argument when he got tossed out of the game, went into the locker room, and then actually came back out and was laying on the field beside the umpires as we watched this solar eclipse. So Dark Side of the Moon was playing. We had it timed out perfectly. It was just an awesome experience, and I mean, I can't even describe, the feeling of 9,600 people in here all watching that at the same time. So that's kind of some of our history, and obviously we've got a long way to go because this is just getting started. We are the anchor tenant here of the Bull Street District, which is a 181-acre campus that is all going to be a planned development that'll just totally change the face of downtown Columbia. So the Bull Street District is a urban plan development. It's actually the largest urban development east of the Mississippi. So this is the largest planned development happening in a downtown. And the 181 acres, to give you some perspective, if you've been to the Battery around the Atlanta Braves ballpark, great scene there, great food scene. That's actually only 65 acres. So you're talking a development about 3 times the size of that. Soon to be the home of the new University of South Carolina School of Medicine. That'll be $300 million project here on site, and lots of apartments, living. It's a live, work, and play environment. So they've been winning awards already for the development that's happened, including the restoration of the historic Babcock building, which was built back in the mid-1800s and is now home to 209 apartments. So they've been making great progress there. And the ballpark has won awards too. 2016, we were the Ballpark of the Year by Ballpark Digest. And then we were the Ballpark of the Decade for single A ballparks for the 2010s. One of the main things that we actually kept in mind as we were designing the ballpark is we wanted to be really intentional about creating different experiences. And it doesn't matter whether you're up here in the VIP seats up on the suite level, whether you're sitting right behind home plate, whether you're out on the concourse or sitting in the lawn seats out in the outfield. Everywhere in this ballpark is a unique perspective, and it's also a great seat. Once you get in here, I always tell people it doesn't matter where you're sitting, you're going to have a great time and you're going to have a great seat for whatever the event is. And these are even more fun when we can get people out on the field. That's obviously something that somebody who works in sports, we kind of take for granted because we're out there on a regular basis. But for people to actually be able to go out onto the field and be able to watch a concert and have fun out on that field, that's something that's just a totally unique perspective. So no matter where you are, whether you're up in the VIP seats, whether you're sitting behind home plate, you're going to have a great time here at the Southeastern BBQ Showdown. Hi, I'm Brad Shank. I'm the team president for the Columbia Fireflies, and I've been here since the very beginning. So I can remember when this place was just literally not even a hole in the ground back in 2013 when we started doing the planning for the ballpark, all the way up through when it opened in April of 2016, and really have been here for every big event that's happened at Segra Park, going all the way back to then. So it's been a fun ride, and we are just getting started, so there's even more to come. So it all started last spring, actually, all the way back in 2023, and Miriam and Vicky came and said, hey, we would love to do something here at the ballpark that involves cooking, and there's all these different aspects to it. It's going to bring in a lot of people from all over the country to come in and be a part of this. And that got my attention, obviously, because anytime we can do something that's unique and outside of what people normally think of when you come to the ballpark, that is like music to my ears, because we want to use this venue all year round. It doesn't matter if baseball season's going on or not. So as we started talking through things, I started hearing words like barbecue and world class and competition, and I said, okay, this has got my attention, not only my appetite, but my attention as well. And so we started talking through what this would look like. And the biggest thing about it is, it's bringing in something that is totally unique to this region. There's never been anything like this. And we always like to be a trendsetter. We like to be the ones who are trailblazing and doing things before anybody else. And to have this be the venue for the first sport competition that's actually happening in a sports venue is unbelievable. So we were extremely excited for the opportunity. The venue fits perfectly into what we're trying to do here, and it's going to create a space for that food cooking competition, but it's also going to create a great space for people to get out and enjoy, see other people, have a drink, have some food, and then also hear some great music. So the cherry on top, and what I think was really the coolest thing about it was, as we were walking around the facility, we went into our store and we saw some merchandise, and we have an alternate identity here. There's a bunch of teams across the country, minor league teams, participate in Copa de la Diversión. So it is a tribute to our Latin communities and a way to welcome them in. So our name, or our identity, when we switch our identity for those weekends, is actually the Chicharrones de Colombia. So the pork rinds of Colombia, and the logo, fittingly enough, is an awesome pig that has the butcher marks on it, but the butcher marks look like baseball seams. So it all kind of came together, and I think at that point we knew this was just a match made in heaven. As you can see and hear behind me, we are frantically getting ready for the 2024 Firefly season and getting ready for the Southeastern BBQ Showdown. We're looking forward to seeing you June 14th and 15th here at Segra Park for the Southeastern BBQ Showdown.